Welcome everybody inside Leo de Mahoney Arena for this mid-season Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference matchup between your Fairfield Stags and the Marist Red Foxes. My name is Nolan Hevelfinger and I'm alongside my good friend here, Kyle Scannell. This broadcast will act as our senior night, as this is our final call together as Stags. Over the last couple of years, we have called 7 incredible games together, generating hundreds of live viewers and 682 views combined on all the live streams we have done. Let's finish it off with a bang here tonight and celebrate alongside all the other members of the Class 26 inside the building. On to Kyle for the breakdown tonight. Let's have a great game.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one. It's been an honor to call these games alongside you, Nolan. And today we got a familiar face here. We got the Fairfield University Stags taking on the Marist Red Foxes as they open up a 2-game homestand here at the Mahoney Arena. Fairfield entering this weekend in second place in the MAC with their 12-1 league record. Last time out, Stags are coming off a hard-fought win against crosstown rivals Sacred Heart, where they allowed just 3 total points in the fourth quarter. Jillian Herder set a new career high in the match as she notched 18 points alongside a personal best 8 rebounds. Stags took the win 60-43, and that now marks the 6th time in the last 10 games the Stags have held their opponents to 50 points or fewer. They will be looking to continue that tonight by limiting the leading scores on Marist. Lexi Taro averaging 12.2 points per game. And of course, got to limit the paint touches, and that's going to be Justine Henry, who's averaging 6.7 rebounds per game. Now looking at the keys to victory, Nolan, what's Fairfield looking to do tonight?
For Fairfield, it's what they've been doing all season, the three-pointers. They lead the nation in 3 points per game, connecting on an average of 11.9 long-range shots, and are 11th in D1 basketball with .373 shooting percentage from beyond the arc. It is what they have to do tonight, and it's one of their key to victories. They are known as a team for hitting the three. They have reached double-digit three-pointers 52 times under Coach Carley's reign while connecting on 1,019 three-pointers, which is 8.6 per contest. And this season alone, they are leading the MAC by connecting 35.6 points per game off of three-pointers alone, so that is their key tonight.
And on the flip side, looking at Marist, it's got to be limiting those volume scores. Katie Lamro and Megan Anderson. The only loss suffered in the MAC from the Stags came in a game where Lamro only had 10, Anderson had 8. Quinnipiac really stifled the Fairfield offense, and they went after those high-volume scores. Marist will look to mirror that tonight. And alongside their defensive game, offensively, Marist, third in the MAC, 34.1% shooting beyond the arc. You got to get out early. You got to attack early because this Fairfield team will leave you in the dust if you give them a chance to hit the gas. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. For the visiting Red Foxes, we have guard Jackie Piddock. Following in at second guard, we got Justin Henry, Chloe Escanillas, guard Lexi Taro, and then rounding it off, returning for her first time as a visitor is Carly Fisher, a former Stag.
Right, in the Stags lineup tonight is Julian Herder, Katie Lamro, Sydney Scott, Megan Anderson, and Cyan Coe. Let's have a great game tonight.
Let's have a great one here. The Stags looking to continue their MAC dominance.
These MAC games are crucial in the middle of the season. They decide a lot. People might not think February is important, but it truly is heading into March, which is such a crucial time in college basketball. It's these lonely nights like this in Fairfield that decide all the things at the end of the season and can help set Fairfield up for the rest of the season.
Absolutely, and of course Fairfield tonight going to have to do it without one of their star players. No Janelle Brown tonight. Taking her spot in that lineup is Sydney Scott. So she gets the start as we're about to tip off here. Fairfield in the gray and white, and Marist in the red and white. So might be a bit confusing here, but
be a little confusing, but hopefully we'll learn along the way.
And the tip is off, and it is 1. Katie Lamro corrals it, and she'll kick things off for the Stags. Top of the key, Lamro swings it out. Herder now fakes the pass inside, takes the screen to her left, spins around, resets. Pass inside to Coe. Coe using that physicality and height, spins up with the left and deflected away, taken away by Marist. Piddock will handle the rock for the Foxes. Defended by Herder, she'll move to her right, all the way to the basket, puts it off the glass, and doesn't get the roll.
Cyan Coe, slow to get up. She's been an effective piece for the Stags all season. Let's hope she's okay here. She kind of gathers up to her feet.
Holding that knee there coming down off the rebound. She'll head to the bench in favor of Lauren Beach.
Seems to be okay, walking nice. No visible limp, so hopefully she can get back in the game as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you need her presence on the court. She is extremely efficient in the paint and has a good job of just asserting dominance down there and forcing, defenders, to double her, and it creates a lot of space. So see how they do without her as we get another stoppage in play. Foul against Marist on a push.
Very choppy here, start of the game.
Justine Henry picks up the first foul. Stags will take it out underneath the basket. They get it into Lamro. She'll fire off the three and put it in. Stags on the board first.
Lamro's been efficient from beyond the arc all year. She is one of the leading scorers, averaging 19.1 points a game as she gets it going for the Stags.
Piddock the inside pass to Croker, looking for help. Drops it off. Nice switch by Fairfield. Scott getting out there. Back to Piddock. Inside. Poked away. Croker puts it up with the right hand. And that's no good. Lamro racing down. Kicks it to Anderson. Anderson, top of the key. Back. Lamro tries another three-pointer. Same spot. Can't get the same result. Beach, the offensive rebound. Inside to Anderson for the easy two.
Great outlet pass by Beach. Even though she hasn't been averaging the most points, she is a super effective bench player and helped the Stags get an assist there.
Great second chance effort. Stags up 5 early. Lamro goes for the steal and gets the foul call there on the aggressive poke.
Fairfield off to a strong start defensively. They're playing tight man coverage, trying to stop this Marist offense early.
So yeah, Lamro draws the foul there. It's the second one on Marist. Stags possession, early 5-0 lead, just 2 minutes into this game. Stags looking to keep rolling. Inside pass out to Beach, back into the corner for Anderson. Her three-pointer is pure, 8-0.
Good.
Off and running are the Stags. This is what we talked about in the pregame. If you're Marist, this is exactly what you didn't want. Can't let this team hit the gas early. Got to find an answer. It's Croker inside. Swing pass out. Fakes the three. Steps in, long two-pointer. Back iron and out. Rebound, Katie Lamro. Lamro looking to go coast to coast. Into the paint. Kicks it out. Three-point try from Herder. How about it? Another.
Great.
How about an 11-0 start to kick off this one?
It is great, Kyle. Just what I said in the pregame, those threes are falling. And Julian Herder herself has been effective for the Stags, had 18 points last time out. She's kind of blossoming into a great player at the end of the season here. Fairfield 3 of the last 3, and it's just the start you needed for the Stags.
We'll head to a timeout here as Marist looks to rebound off of a tough start. The Stags look to keep rolling. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on WVOF. Welcome back into Leo D. Mahoney Arena. The Stags off to a quick 11-0 start here, not even just 3 minutes in. What's clicking for them so far, Nolan?
It's that three ball we were talking about. They're playing efficient defense, really nice slot passes from Lauren Beach, getting Megan Anderson involved in the game, and just beautiful points from beyond the arc. Fairfield is 75% total from the field, 4 of 5, 3 of 4 from behind the arc. It's just what you wanted.
Yep, can't really ask for a better start. Just got to keep it rolling now. It'll be Marist ball underneath the basket as we return here. We got 4 Stags lined up here with their Marist counterparts. See what this play call is here out of the timeout. And they'll kick it up top. Paddock inside. Has to turn around, reset. Nope, Herder bounce pass low. Stolen by Lamro. Good read right there. And they'll push tempo. Here's Herder. Swings it all the way into the corner. Megan Anderson sets, fires, and scores.
That's what you need. 14-0 run for Fairfield to start this out.
Right where they left off. Jackie Pittock just looking to get something here. Looking for some help up top. Wants a screen. Lamro sticking right with her. Pass up top. Long two-pointer. Falling away. Can't get it to go. Lexi Taro gave that one a try. Lamro will push it up. Sydney Scott out to Herder. Nice pass inside to Lamro. Spins into the paint. Cuts out to Beach. Up with the left hand. And in! The and one finish.
Lauren Beach making her presence known here early with Cyan's absence. Lauren Beach is a veteran on this team. She's played here since 2022. She's the same grade as us. And she's always been a huge effective player for the Stags in whatever way she can as she goes to the line here for and one.
That'll make it 17-0. Fairfield just putting on, just has not stopped right now. This is an offensive display and defensive display, both sides of the court. And Marist trying to solve it. They'll bring it up. That one's poked free. Herder can't get the hand on it. Reset back into the paint. Puts it up. Two-hand finish is good. And Marist ends the drought. 17-2 here. Just 4 minutes in. That one's poked off. The pass from Lamro. Out of bounds, staying with Fairfield. Back in now. Lauren Beach gets the inbound out to Katie Lamro on the wing. Driving to her right. Passes out. Herder. Why not? Can't get the three to go. But a rebound offensively from Gregory. Can't get it to go. Batted around. Taken again. Gregory. Up top Lamro. Into the paint. Out. Good ball movement. Out to Gregory. Too strong. Beach gets a hand. But corralled finally by Lexi Taro. Marist just trying to catch their breath here. Puts up a three from the corner. That won't go from Pittock. Stags pushing tempo. Herder drops it off. No, holds on. Looking for help. Around the perimeter. Lamro. 15 to shoot. Spins around into the paint. Step back, fading. Gets the roll.
Good. Katie Lamro is not afraid to take on the sides and makes a beautiful bucket there.
There's no fear right now in these Stags. Going right at the paint. They are in control. 19-2, halfway through quarter number one. Pittock handles it to the corner, swing up top. Looking for help. Passes inside of Scanilius, passes back out. Croker, long two-pointer, won't go. And the struggles continue. Lamro, do it herself, all the way to the basket. Up with the left and in.
Jelly from Lamro.
Simply can't have that if you're the Foxes. I mean, no one up putting pressure on Lamro. Too easy of a basket there. Marist looking for answer in the paint, puts it up, gets the foul.
I mean, if you're Marist here, you really need to start getting something going. 14%, 1 of 7. And as we know, basketball is a game of flows. Fairfield is in a deep flow right now. It'll happen for Marist eventually. They just have to keep pushing through and see what they can do with the rest of the 4 minutes here in the first quarter.
It's Casey Bretonis to the line for the Foxes. And it does look like Cyanco back into the action here, so good sign for her knee. Probably just needed a few minutes there, and clearly the team did all right without her. So now back with her, I mean, even more opportunity as the first free throw is off. Puts in the second one. As Lamro to bring it up. She has been dominating on these drives to start it off. Swings it to Coe, back to Lamro. 2 hands on the ball, top of the key, screen to her left, behind the back, step back, 3-point pole, can't get it. And the Foxes get that defensive rebound there. Looking to get back-to-back possessions with the bucket. Cosentino up top. Bratonis into the paint, using her size, and scores with the left hand. Lamro, high inside pass to Anderson, and makes do with it. That was not an easy basket by any means.
Tough angles, somehow finds a way to make it go in.
Everything dropping for the Stags right now. 23-5. 6.5 here in. A 3-point try, too strong. Coe gets the board, and the Stags moving up again right now. The game just looking easy to them. Lamro swings. Gregory, screen to her right. Cuts between the legs, into the paint. Back turned, inside pass. Lamro the finish.
Too easy, finds Lamro for the bucket. That gets her 7 on the night.
Lamro and Anderson have now already outscored their previous outputs in their game against Quinnipiac. You can just tell things are clicking. As Lamro gets the hand on it, gets the steal. It's a 2-on-2 fast break. Gregory stops, pops it out to Lamro. Lamro stops, pushes through, can't get the finish, batted away, and taken by Piddock. She'll push it tempo, 1-on-1 with Anderson, and she'll not get the bounce there on the underhand scoop. And now here again, back and forth. Anderson, top of the key, 3, sticks it.
Too easy, 13 on the night. Pulls the trigger, forces the timeout as we have a 20-point lead here with 2:31 left. Wow.
Wow is right. The Stags just off to an absolutely fantastic start here. That's a 7-0 run in the last minute. Everyone is just finding buckets right now, but really got to speak on Anderson and Lamro. We highlighted them at the start of this game as players to limit, as players to look out for, and they have just gone nuclear here in this first quarter.
Yep.
2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Stags just looking to continue that momentum here. Quick 30-second timeout, give both teams a second to breathe, but they're getting right back to work. Looks like Allie Campbell and Christina Pham are back in the game. You know, if you're Coach Carley, this is your opportunity, right? You can diversify the lineup a bit more, give some players, some different looks here that they might not usually see due to the lead. We're back. The Foxes take it in. Fisher pressured, doubled. Can they get the jump ball? No, they're just going to steal that one. Nice play by Sydney Scott. Pham pushing tempo, 3-on-2, bounce pass inside. Coe up and can't finish. Croker grabs the rebound, and the Foxes looking to get some kind of offense going here in this last 2 minutes.
Steps
out of bounds. Cosentino couldn't control the body there. Good job by Sydney Scott, angling her off.
Fairfield not making it easy for Marist, forcing turnovers left and right, as that's already 5 for Marist already.
Sanko on the offensive end, kicks it out to Scott. Now Lamro looking to continue her magnificent first. Out to Pham, off the bench on the board. Christina Pham.
Give me another one. 3 points.
It's a 3-point parade here in Mahoney. 31-5. Minute and a half to go. That's a long attempt right there. That won't go. Rebound, Fisher can't get it. And the Stags just have everything working for them right now.
Yep, nice 10-0 run over the last 2 minutes. Doesn't help with Marist's 3 turnovers. Let's see how Fairfield can finish out the first quarter.
It'll be Cyanco, top of the key, swings it to Pham. Inside, Coe, working on Fisher, back out to Pham. Pham to her right, out to Allie Campbell, cross-court pass, Lamro. Through 2 defenders, kickball.
One thing I'm really liking from Fairfield here is the passing. You've been seeing a lot of good outlet passes, a lot of cross-court accurate passes, finding them open, and for good buckets. I'm liking what Fairfield has going in the assist category.
Yeah, unselfish basketball. Pass up a good shot for a great shot. And right now, they're just playing a great team basketball in this first quarter. Although that one gets poked away right there. First mistake in a while. Marist pushing tempo, one-on-one, spins, out to three. Fires, Taro can't put it in, and a nice rebound by Scott. Lamro trying to go all the way. Thinks better, turns, spins. Scott trailing the play, puts in the triple.
That's what happens when you leave her wide open. She's going to make it every time.
The Stags are just raining in threes here. Marist just looking for something here. Round out this first quarter. Pass is thrown away. Scott got two hands on it. She's all alone. Going for the finish. Gets the bounce. And Sydney Scott makes it 36-5. 15 seconds. Marist will have the last shot here. They have not scored out of this timeout. Lexi Taro working on the wing. Lamro glued to her. Falls down. Offensive foul.
Man, this is a story of offense for the Stags. 15-0 run. Marist one of their last 7. Fairfield's just putting it on. No mercy right now.
4 seconds. Looking to get one more playoff. They'll roll it in. Lamro picks it up. Kicks it. Pham. One more. Won't go. Back iron and out. But a fantastic close to quarter number 1. 36-5. The Stags put the hurt on the Foxes.
I mean, it's exactly what you can ask for from a coaching perspective. You have guys going out there. I mean, you're changing up the rotation a little bit. Now's your chance. Everybody's making an impact. They're all hitting their shots. Is exactly what you need if you're the Stags. Now, Marist, like I mentioned a little earlier, there's gonna be flow up and downs in the game. Marist just gotta get in that flow, try and work away at this deficit. See if they can do that in the second period or quarter.
It's going to be a rough job for them, but this team can shoot, right? We talked about it. They're third in the MAC from three-point percentage, but the Stags just, they punched them in the gut early, and they have not looked back. It's 36-5 Fairfield after quarter number 1. Tune back in here to see if the Stags can continue this momentum in the second quarter. We'll be right back.
All right, fans, now direct.
Welcome back in. Quarter number 2 of action here, about to be underway. 36-5. The Stags come out and punch the Foxes in the gut. 5 different Stags connect from beyond the arc. Megan Anderson is a perfect 5 of 5 with 13 points, 3 of them 3-pointers. Just an amazing start. It really can't get much better than that. Just got to keep this momentum up.
Ryan Lamoureux is not far behind with 9 points, 4 of 7. Let's see if Fairfield can extend this lead in the second quarter as Marist starts us off here.
It'll be Piddock, top of the key, swings it out, corner 3, looking to start off hot, and they can't get that one to go off back iron. Anderson with the rebound. Herder pushing the pace, kicks it out. Sydney Scott all day, wide open. Can't get it to go. And the rebound is going to be with the Foxes. That one was close there. But Anderson does pick up a foul on that rebound. So they pick up an early one there, as the Stags just continue to stifle this Foxes offense. Piddock working her way into the paint, spins, bounce pass inside. Charles puts it up and in, off the glass. Megan Anderson kicks, Herder, fakes the pass, puts the 3, and puts it in. The Stags are back to work. Jillian Herder had her career high in the last game against Sacred Heart, 18 points on the board here in quarter number 2. Corner pass tipped out of bounds by Herder. Nice active hands-on defense.
Fairfield 1-0 against Marist this year.
Piddock into the paint, off the glass and in. Pass inside now, it's Cyan Coe. Reset the offense to Megan Anderson, takes a screen to her right. Looking for help, 2-hand pass to Herder. Inside to Coe. Coe poked free. Maintains it, back up to Herder, 12 to shoot. Herder to her left, pushing into the paint, spinning, kicking. Pham for 3, can't get it to go. But again, good ball movement.
Great ball movement there from Fairfield, finding the open woman, getting the shot off.
Egan working on Coe. Spins, finds help. And Piddock bounce pass, tipped away. And another turnover for the Foxes as Pham pushes it up, kicks it in the corner. Scott, quick pass to Anderson. Stays perfect. Megan Anderson. Megan Anderson is seeing it right now. 6 for 6 from the field. Pokes free, Cyan Coe. Nice steal. She lost control. Has to turn around, work on the baseline, and just using that physicality, puts it in for 2.
Does not let up and finds a strong bucket, extending the lead even more to 44-9.
This team is just frazzled right now. The Foxes don't know what to do, and there's an offensive foul on the screen. You can see it in Justine Henry. The head falls down. Just the morale is not there for the Foxes.
I was just about to say that, Kyle. I mean, you could see the visible frustration on their faces. It's in these moments you got to dig deep and still try your hardest.
Right. I mean, there's so much game left, but this has been all Stags so far here in the first 13 minutes of play. Megan Anderson right back to work, working away in the paint, off the glass and in.
Against her former teammate Carly Fisher, makes it work.
Marist looking for an answer. Top of the key, they'll drop it off. Swiped at, almost stolen by Scott. Taro kicks it, Piddock on the wing, crosses right, spins in the paint. Corner pass is tipped by Herder, but Marist holds on, 7 to shoot, in the paint, spinning, putting it up and in with the right hand is Croker. Marist entering double digits here now, 46-11. Scott, long 2-hand pass, cross court, up top. Gregory coming in off the bench. Another pass up top, Herder moving around the perimeter. Herder, Scott, Anderson puts it in.
Another one for Anderson, wow.
Are you kidding me? Megan Anderson, that's 21 points and have not missed a shot, 8 of 8.
Keep this rolling, Anderson.
She's outscoring the Foxes by 10 herself. It's just an unbelievable start. That's a free throw line shot. They can't get it to go. Megan Anderson, 1-on-2, slows the pace down, finds the trailing Pham, drives in. Up top, Gregory to her left, spins, back, Lamro, triple. No good. Gregory the rebound. Between three Foxes right now. Is she going to come out with it? No, a jump ball, but that is amazing effort.
Impressive. I mean, those defenders are at least over a foot taller than her, and she jumps up, gets some amazing height, gets the rebound, and gets Fairfield a jump ball here. So we have Allie Campbell checking into the game. See what she can do off the bench here. Fairfield usually has a strong bench presence. Coach Carley switching up the lineup here.
Yeah, just getting, different players out there. It's really clicking no matter who's out there right now. Allie Campbell trying to get herself on the board. That one's rejected and taken away right there. Croker, nice play for the Foxes. She'll push the tempo up into the corner. They'll reset. Taro pulls and scores. Needed that one from beyond the arc. That's the first three-pointer of the day for the Foxes. Stags on the other end here, just about halfway through quarter number 2. Looking to add on. Gregory swings it to Beach, to Anderson. Triple. Unbelievable.
Wow, we are seeing it rain from the third floor here in Leo de Mahoney tonight as she extends it to 52-14 as the Stags are 5 of their last 7 from the field.
And make it 9 of 9 for Megan Anderson. I cannot believe we haven't seen a double come out or just something. That one's from the logo. Ooh, what a tough shot. Lexi Tarl, that's back-to-back possessions with threes from Tarl. She's starting to gather a hot hand here.
Tough answer.
Beach has it, back up top Campbell. Anderson down low. Back to the basket. Bounce pass inside to a cutting Gregory. Ooh, draws the foul and will head to the line for 2.
Gregory, the freshman from Ontario, making a difference already. She had a career-high 11 points against Niagara earlier in the year. She's a strong bench presence, only averaging 2.2 points, but she's a strong, really strong defensive presence. As we've seen, a really good rebounder despite her small size. And she'll fight for the ball no matter what. It's kind of what you want.
Yeah, I mean, it says a lot that she came down with that offensive rebound in between, three Foxes, all taller than her. I mean, just amazing effort. The Stags lead 52-17 as we head to a timeout. We will return at the free throw line in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back into the Leo here. We return to the free throw line. Kiara Gregory getting ready to shoot 2 free throws here.
Gregory 10 of 14 on the year from behind the line. She tries to extend this Fairfield lead to even more. Stags an insane 20 of 32, 58% from beyond the arc, 11-19. While in Marist, 37%, 7 of 19, 33%. I mean, the problem for Marist right now is their turnovers. They have double-digit turnovers already to Fairfield's 2. And Fairfield's taking advantage, 18 points off the turnovers, 16 rebounds. I mean, just dominating in every way.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. Both free throws good for Gregory. The Stags almost steal that inbound right there. Gets poked out. We'll try it again. Full court press against the Foxes. Stags not giving anything for free. That one poked away. Lamro able to get a hand on it, but out of bounds. She wants. You can see
she's asking for a replay. She believes it was out.
And
they're going to look at it here.
Going to look at that one.
I didn't really see it. Let's see if they played on the replay board for us up here. We got a nice view, up on the third deck. Nice replay.
Yeah, nice straightaway look at things here. Katie Lamro, I mean, obviously, it just speaks to where this game is at, right? We're 54-17. The Stags still so locked in that they're defending the inbound full court pressing, back-to-back possessions where Marist just can't really feel comfortable. They can't get it in, and that's exactly what you need to do in these final few minutes of the second half, because of the second quarter. Sorry, you don't want the Foxes to get something going here to end this quarter. You kind of want to just demoralize them. You want to put them away, and that's exactly what Lamro did right there.
Yeah, Lamro having herself an amazing season. The 5'6" junior. She has won 5 times the MAC Player of the Week 5 times, National plus 3 times All-Met Player of the Week, and she's currently on the Mid-Major Player of the Year watch. She is averaging 19.1 points. I mean, she's having an incredible year, Kyle.
Yeah, just everything clicking in all the right directions. Recently, we had her on WVOF Stags in the Studio. If you are a podcast fan, we had her and fellow members of the team on to discuss their season and what's been working for them. And, she really credits a lot of that success to her teammates and her coaches, and just the fact that this culture is built on, a lot of, team bonding outside of the arena. And that brings this group closer together. They're confident in each other. And, of course, that work that they put in, it shows itself, right? There's a reason these players come here, and there's a reason they call it Shooter U.
Right, I mean, it's such a great culture here. Carly Thibault-Dudon is making something amazing here. You can tell all the girls love each other and will fight for each other, and that really matters on and off the court.
We're back in action here. The Stags win the challenge, so it's going to be their ball as this one's tossed into the corner. Megan Anderson, 10 for 10. Megan Anderson.
Can I get another one from Megan Anderson?
Just cannot miss right now. Also, to be noted, an amazing cross-court pass right there by Katie Lamro. They're making those look easy tonight. And the Stags lead by 40. Marist steps into a 2, won't go. Lexi Taro trying to keep her streak going. She had those 2 threes earlier. Really the only glimpse of offense we saw. Stags, Megan Anderson looking to keep it rolling. Baseline, spins, turns. Up top, Campbell. Now it's Gregory. Inside pass, Allie Campbell drops it off. Lamro, step back 3. Draws the foul on the shot.
Wow.
Katie Lamro.
Fairfield up 40 points. So Lamro goes to the line, as she is 90% from behind the line this year. See if we can extend this lead.
It's going to be a tough halftime for these Foxes.
Yep.
I mean, just so many mistakes that you're just kicking yourself for, right? The turnovers, the sloppy fouls, and I really think the lack of pressure might be the most evident thing.
Yep.
Megan Anderson is 10 of 10 currently with 27 points, and we haven't really seen any doubling, any high pressuring. Lamro gets 1 out of the 3 there. Not your most efficient trip to the line, but Stags can afford that right now.
Yep.
Piddock brings it up and quickly draws the foul. It's just on the floor. They'll take it out underneath the basket.
Fairfield fouls on number 30, Christina Pham.
2 hands on the ball. Pidak inside pass, puts it up with contact. Offensive foul called.
Wow.
Lexi Tarl, that might just be some frustration there on the Marist end, going right at the Stags.
I mean, Katie saw it was coming, and she wanted to take the charge, and it went her way.
Yep. It's the kind of player she is, you know?
Yep.
Takes that every time for her team. Lamro to bring it up top to the hot hand of Lamro. She'll step back, pop a 3, and that'll be off back iron. She is human, but the Stags get a second chance at it. Christina Pham working on the wing, kicks it out. Lamro, triple from the corner, won't go. Gregory, another offensive rebound. Bounce pass, spin by Lamro. Up top, Pham, triple. No good.
What a sequence there from Fairfield. You could see the passing is on point tonight.
Just an unbelievable amount of second chance efforts. That corner 3, no good from Corsentino. The Stags will push it up the other way. 3 minutes to go. 58-17 Fairfield. Gregory, top of the key, working on Fisher. Step back, step in, pops, kicks. Lamro in the corner, resets. Gregory, working on Fisher. Steps through the paint, out to Pham in the corner. 7 to shoot. Works in. 2 Foxes, kicks it away. Ball's poked loose.
Oh.
And out of bounds off Pham. It'll be Marist ball.
Back into the game for Fairfield is number 13.
Like I said a little earlier, Fairfield rolling in the assist category with 60 on the game compared to Marist's 3. As you've been calling a lot, Kyle, a lot of cross-court passing, a lot of great passing, no lookers, through behind the back, between the legs, finding a basket wherever they can. And it's really impressive so far from the Stags.
Yeah, that's one of those things that won't show up in the box score, but yeah, these passes are amazing. Just the difficulty to get these assists off. They're making it look very easy as Marist works their way into the paint. 4-2 right there. Bretonis. Stags working their way up. Lamro spinning into the paint, stepping through, kicking out. And finally the Marist picking on to that plan right there. They're going into the corner. Nice hands by Escanilius. It was a matter of time, right?
Yeah, you'd think.
The Stags have been dominating those corners, those cross passes. They've been open. And speaking of open, Katie Lamro biffs the layup right there.
Well-designed play, but she just couldn't finish.
No, yeah, just couldn't get that one to go. On the other end, try to get a foul call there, won't have it. And a triple from Corsentino. Sorry, Bretonis got that one off on the assist from Corsentino. And now Marist has themselves their first little run of the game here, 5 points. Herder into the paint, backing down, spinning, and putting it in. Jillian Herder. Stags break their longest drought of the game so far there, just 2.5 minutes. 60-22, 1 minute to go in quarter number 2. Bretonis into the paint. She's doubled. Puts it up, and travel called on Bretonis.
Fairfield possession.
One too many steps right there, wrapped up by Anderson in the paint, forcing that turnover. That's number 13 now on the game for Marist. Anderson will try a triple, and that one won't go off the back iron. Marist will push it up here, trying to get something, maybe trying to get halfway down at the deficit before half. Piddock, top of the key, swings it. Moving it around the perimeter. Bretonis using her size, and Sayenko coming in for the steal. And she'll smartly turn around and reset the offense. Shot clock is off. Stags have the last shot.
Yeah, I mean, for Fairfield here, I feel like you're just going to dribble out the clock, being up as much as you are, maybe get one more shot off, see what Katie does.
Katie stepping into the paint, stepping through 2 defenders, and can't finish, no foul. Marist has 4 seconds to get this up and get something out. From the Fairfield F, that's going to fall short, and that is going to wrap up an electric first half. 60-22, Fairfield leads Marist.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give Marist the benefit of the doubt. They are trying their hardest. They are almost tying Fairfield in the rebound category, both offensively and defensively. The three isn't falling for them, but they're trying to work in the paint. It's just that Fairfield defense keeps pestering them nonstop. That's not letting the shots fall for Marist. It's very interesting, like you said earlier, this locker room talk is going to be tough. Hopefully they can come out and maybe close the deficit a little bit. I'm excited to see what the second half holds.
We'll be back in 15 minutes here after halftime. Don't go anywhere because Fairfield might be breaking some records when we return. We'll be back. We are back. Half number 2 about to be underway. Fairfield couldn't ask for a better start. 60-22 here.
It is great start here for Fairfield. One huge standout, as we may know, Megan Anderson, 10 of 12, 27 points, 7 of 9 from behind the arc. She is very close to her 35-point career high against Villanova this year. And let's see what the Stags can do as we start this third quarter.
We'll pull the 3 to kick things off, and that is off the iron. And the Stags looking to get back to work. Megan Anderson going coast to coast, pushing the tempo. She lost control on the pass. Sydney Scott, you can see Scott patting her chest there. Could have had that pass.
Stags are not giving up. They're out to a quick start already. Just unfortunate turnover there.
Yeah, I mean, this team, coming out of the locker room, right, you got to keep the foot on the gas. Let Marist get themselves as Paddock steps in, passes back out. Corralled by Diane Coe. Push it up. Katie Lamb. Bounce pass inside. Coe spins up with the left. And there. Both teams starting off a little cold. Only just a minute. Tarl into the paint. Two-hand swing pass out. A step in 2 off for Escanillas.
Even though it's not connecting for Marist right now, you can tell they do have a little more pep in their step. Locker room, pep talk. Let's do that.
Anderson out to Lamro. Stags are 5 wide. Lamro cuts to her left. Driving by, drawing the foul on Escanillas.
Lamro back to the line for the second time tonight.
Yeah, Lamro had that, up and down first quarter, 10 points, 4 of 11 shooting. Wasn't really feeling the 3, but, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, obviously making her presence known despite some shooting struggles. Potts the first.
Lamro looking to finish the season off strong as we enter kind of the final push. She's in the running for a lot of awards so far. She makes the second.
Looking at the splits, Stags put up 36 in that first, 24 in the second. Just got to keep the pace here. Marist 5 and 17 with their splits, so they're just looking to keep that up, try to find themselves 20 plus here in quarter number 3 if they want to be competitive. Spins, turns, rolls out. That one unfortunate for the Foxes. Stags pushing it up, kicking in the corner. Herter, can she save it? Yes, behind the back to Lamro. Returns it to Herter. Steps into the paint. Spinning to her left, kicking out. Sydney Scott fakes the 3. Goes in for the 2 all day for Sydney Scott. There's nice ball movement right there. Getting everyone a touch and working it to the open man. Now it's Paddock up top, fakes the pass, gets into the paint. Swinging it into the corner and poked free. Jillian Herter takes it away from the poke by Anderson. She'll slow things down, passes inside to Coe, using her body on Paddock and puts it in.
Off the high glass. She does not give up. Makes the tough bucket.
Cyan Coe down low is just a force. Efficient shooting. On the other end, gets the contest up, and that 3 is no good. Stags continuing to stifle this Marist offense, just up comfortably, 66-22. Maybe a little too comfortable on that pass. That's out of bounds, and it'll be Marist ball.
Right, Herter has been a great force this game. 8 points, 3 of 4 from shooting. She's been like this all year. Great all-around player, really making an impact off the bench here for the Stags in this third quarter.
And that one taken away. Lauren Beach going to go 1-on-2. Kick it out to Lamro. Steps in, passes back out. Good separation by Beach. Doesn't want the 3. She'll kick it back out. Lamro can't get it to go. Continuing the struggle from beyond the arc. Probably the only Stag we can say that tonight. 1 of 6 now. Puts it up, draws the foul. Going right at Lauren Beach right there. Justine Henry heads to the line for 2. Just the 1 shot tonight from Henry. She's looking for her first points of the night.
Going into tonight, the Stags have received 3 votes in the most recent Associated Press, the AP Top 25 poll. They've been so strong this year, getting that national attention and hoping to further that resume with a huge win tonight. It definitely looks good for them.
Yeah, this is, a game that puts you on notice. It kind of says, this is why you gave the Stags a harder schedule, right? Because, frankly, in the MAC, they do a really good job at comfortably winning games because of the system that Carly has in place, because of the players on this team and how well they play in this system. Lauren Beach has it in the corner, finds Scott Cutting, lost the pass. Lamro saves it into the paint, up and in with the right hand, gets the bounce.
Beautiful recovery there by Lamro. The pass just misses Scott, but she recovers, gets the tough lay.
Marist pushing it into the paint, looking for another bucket. Rims in and out, and then back in off the tip. I think that was Anderson tipping it back. She'll try to avenge this here. Offensive side all the way. Draws the foul. Basket no good. Anderson to the line.
Anderson kind of quiet to start this third quarter as she inches closer to that career high of 35 points she had at Villanova earlier this year. She's been super effective from behind the line with 89% this year.
We're getting a replay on the last bucket, and yeah, it was Megan Anderson that unfortunately got a hand on it, putting it back in the basket there. But, she's got 27 points, make it 28 on the evening, so certainly not a bother. You got to wonder how much more we're actually going to see out of, Anderson and Lamro. In games like this where the Stags really, really have pulled away traditionally, the starters usually take a seat in the fourth. So Anderson's got 6 minutes or so if she wants to push for it. And she's now got 29 after both free throws are good, making it 70-26. Mahoney staying loud here. Bratonis, 2-hand pass, swiped at, and taken away. Fairfield, that was off of Marist there. Nice awareness by Lamro to get in the passing lane, create some confusion, and get the ball.
What's great about Lamro's game, even though despite her small size, she really is a threat defensively and gets her body in there.
Yeah, just being a pest on the defensive end, really getting to this team, doing a good job at forcing turnovers. Here she is on the offensive end, up with the left hand and in! And one for Katie Lamro. It is just clicking right now for the Stags.
16 on the night. She goes for the and one. She is close to outscoring Marist herself.
Yeah,
Just
Megan
10 points
Anderson
shy.
still outscoring Marist herself. It's really been a masterclass from these Stags. Finishing the three-point play is Katie Lamro. That'll make it 73-26, just about halfway through quarter number 3. Carly Fisher back into the contest for the Foxes.
Right, as Kyle and I were kind of talking before the broadcast, we were thinking maybe Stags to crawl. It's maybe a 10, 15-point lead, maybe have a close game here tonight. That's clearly not the case, as everything is clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, maybe we'll see more of these gray uniforms. Maybe they're good luck. Fisher turns, spins to the paint, catches nothing but air right there. Couldn't get that one to go. Herder will bring it up. Out to the hot hand of Anderson. Do I see 30? Yes. Megan Anderson for 3.
Make it 3-0.
She's got 8 threes, 32 points now, crossing that threshold. So 4 points to get that career high, 3 to tie, and a kick ball on the defensive end. That'll push us to a media timeout. Fairfield leads 76-26, a staggering 50-point lead. Anderson eyeing that career high. Come back in just a few minutes and see if Anderson's able to pull it off and the Stags can continue this dominance. We'll be right back. Welcome back here into the third quarter. The Stags are up 50 and running away with it. Anderson is eyeing her career high, just 3 points away from tying it. Although she is currently on the bench, the Stags rolling with a 5 of Allie Campbell, Christina Pham, Kiara Gregory, Lauren Beach, and Katie Lamro.
Yeah, we've been seeing this rotation a lot all night. You can see kind of Katie Lamro is kind of the leader of this pack along with Beach as they give the freshmen more experience, which has been great. They've been a great offensive 5.
Air ball on the inbounds shot. Lamro going to go one-on-one, kick it out to Pham for 3 in transition, puts it in. Christina Pham once again off the bench, on the board, right back to work.
Nice little 8-0 run here for the Stags, 3 of their last 3 as they extend this lead even more.
This is a good, third quarter team. They do a solid job at coming out and putting pressure. They've had certain games where, that might not be the case. As we force a turnover there, another traveling violation against Marist. Just sloppy. Allie Campbell on the wing. Up top, Lamro finds Gregory. Swinging it around the perimeter. 2-hand pass, cross court to Gregory. Steps on the baseline, turns around, kicks it out Campbell. Ooh. Good save. 9 to shoot. Lamro works into the paint, working on her old teammate Fisher and putting it in with the left hand.
Just no stopping Lamro as she will fight for every bucket she gets and extends it.
Lamro doing a good job leading this crew out here. Tarl pulls from the long 2, and it rims out everything, just not going Marist away. Stags pushing it up. Gregory is stopped at the free throw line, spins, passes out to Lamro. Lamro backing down into the paint, working for the foul. She'll get it.
She'll go to the line for the 3rd time tonight. Lamro just making herself as a presence all over as they'll extend it to an 11-0 run for the last minute and a half or so. 4 of the last 4. Little 3 minutes to go. I mean, there's so much offense this game. I feel like all the other games we've called, it's a lot of defensive battles, but it's just the Stags dominant everywhere.
Yeah, the Stags are really just can do no wrong right now. Katie Lamro using both sides of, the floor, offense and defense to her advantage. She puts in the first of 2 here. One more should give her 20 on the night. And she's got it. Katie Lamro, and with that she'll head to the bench and sub in Sydney Scott. And you got to wonder if we'll potentially see Lamro or Anderson for the rest of this contest,
Right, that is a great question. I mean, in these type of games when you're up by over 50, you're going to give the stars rest, kind of give those newer players a little bit more of a chance to get some experience. But I'd like to see Anderson have a way at that record.
Fisher can't finish the lay. That one's kicked way out of bounds. Going Fairfield way. Co back into the game. And yeah, when you're up this much, it's not, there's really no such thing as, garbage time basketball, right? There's always an opportunity. So, the people out there are always gunning for an opportunity. If you're coming off the bench, they're really trying to prove their worth. As we see an offensive foul called against the Stags there on that screen. It'll go the other way.
Yeah, I'd love to see some of these more Fairfield freshmen kind of get some playing time here, see what they're about. I know we've heard a lot about them as recruits. Love to see them get some experience here in the last quarter or so.
The real shine has really been Gregory. I mean, saw 12 minutes tonight, no points, but 5 offensive rebounds, being, the smallest player on the court. That is ridiculously impressive. Fisher spinning her way into the paint, cannot finish with the left. Campbell gets the rebound, she'll push it up, kick it out to Pham, she'll fire the 3 off and put it in. Christina Pham, another 3 in transition. Good job of setting the feet and firing that shot off right there. Pure swish.
Christina Pham, 40% from beyond the arc this year. She's been efficient as a freshman off the bench.
She's got 9 now on 3 triples. That one overshot by Marist, trying to put it back, and they'll get the foul call as Corsentino will head to the line.
Tonight was our senior night here for the class of 2026. 100 nights till graduation, which is kind of crazy to think about. Nice little turnout from the class of 2026, our fellow peers. You know, it was looking a little lax before the game. I'm glad some people kind of turned out. It was a little cold out there. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. We took a nice halftime picture. Hopefully everybody's having a good time down there as we watch so far from above.
First free throw, in and out, story of the game for Marist. They'll get the second one to go. But, yeah, I mean, you know, the Stags really do a good job supporting out here at the Leo. They will be back here on Saturday against Iona at 1, the breast cancer awareness game. And, you know, that one really means a lot to some of these players. You know, Lauren Beach spoke about that during the podcast episode, you know. So this team should have some good representation on Saturday as they look to continue what they're pulling off tonight, which is an offensive masterclass. Gregory
right
there. You get a foul called. Stags heading to the line. Gregory looking to add on to her day so far.
Right, and tonight is celebrating National Women's Sports Day. As women's sports here at Fairfield is so important, so crucial to the athletic program. They've done such a great job over the last couple of years, especially this women's program with back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances, really being the strongest program on campus, as we are known now as a basketball school, specifically women's. It's just great to see.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's growing more and more each year, and of course you can't really miss these championships. At some point you got to recognize it, and every year they're getting harder matchups, and they're just getting more respect. So obviously really, really curious to see what this team pulls off in Atlantic City as we get a foul on the defensive end there on Fairfield. Christina Pham picks up her foul there. That makes it 4 total for Fairfield. Inbound is in and poked free, but maintained by Marist. Bounce pass. Double dribble. Wasn't able to get that off right there. And that's another turnover for Marist. That is number 19 for them in the contest.
I mean, that's just been the huge thorn in their side all game. You can't turn it over and expect to be that close of a game.
Christina Pham, triple won't go.
Yeah, I mean, Fairfield, 28 points off the turnovers this game. I mean, if you're trying to make a comeback, you just can't be turning the ball over that much.
Corsentino, two-hand pass. Bratonis working on Pham. Falling, can't score, but she'll head to the line for 2. Stags have now pushed it to 28 points off of turnovers, one more than Marist's total right now. I mean, this is a ridiculous stat sheet that we're taking a look at here. Yeah. I mean, a lot of stuff you don't normally see. And the Stags have done this a few times in program history. You know, you have the win, opening day win 2 years ago, where they had 100 plus and truly dominated, but nothing like this in the MAC, right? You know,
right.
With people in your division, this is a different level of dominance. Cyan Coe in the paint, kicks out to Campbell. Sydney Scott imploring for the ball. She'll pass it off to Pham, and Scott picks up the foul there on the screen.
Right, like as you were saying, Kyle, I mean, to come out and win in this fashion after such a tough Quinnipiac game where Fairfield just wasn't putting it together, you can tell they put in the work all week to kind of make that comeback, and Carly is making a statement with their team here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, and you speak about that Quinnipiac game. I mean, mark your calendars. February 14th, Valentine's Day. It's not going to be pretty when Fairfield takes on Quinnipiac on the road. That's going to be just an amazing game right there. Might even be your MAC championship preview. Fairfield looking to end the third quarter here. Just about a 1-second shot and game clock separation. They can get the last shot off here. Gregory on the wing. Gets the screen from Coe to her right. Kicks it inside to Coe. Coe, 3 to shoot. Spins. Can't finish. And that'll put a wrap on quarter number 3. It's Fairfield 87, Marist 30. Stags had 27, Marist had 8 in that quarter. We got 10 minutes of play left. The Stags look to further it, but truly this will be a good fourth quarter for development. Maybe we'll see Megan Anderson push for that career high, but regardless, it's been a great game here. We'll be back for quarter number 4 in just a few minutes. Fourth quarter is underway. Stags continuing where they left off here. Megan Anderson back on the floor notably. It's alongside Katie Lamro and Jillian Herder. Herder spins it to Anderson. Anderson in the paint, kicks it out. Lamro in the corner. Steps in. Using that physicality right now. 1-on-2.
Ooh.
Nice defense and a block by Escanillas.
The last time the Stags scored more than 80 points was last year at Iowa. Surprisingly, it was a loss, 86-72, but that is not the same tonight as they are dominating in this fashion.
Megan Anderson, 6 to shoot, working on the paint. Spins to her left and puts it in. Back to work, Megan Anderson. That is now 34 for Megan Anderson. One more basket will hit that career high. Piddock on the other end, fighting for space in the paint. Passes to the corner, Escanillas. Back to Paddock, poked away. And good awareness by Beach to get two hands on it. Megan Anderson, there it is.
Nice.
A new career high for Megan Anderson. The bounce pass from Lamro on the fast break. She puts it in and gives herself 36 on what is 13 of 15 shooting.
I mean, she is outscoring the Marist team by a whole 6 points just herself. This is 91-30 here. I mean, the last time we called the Marist game, it was absolutely insane. So we seem to have decent luck against Marist when we're on the call.
Right, yeah, you know, something about Marist coming in here wearing red in the Mahoney. You know, the Stags took that personally. defending home ground. Transition three from Taro, puts it in. She's really been that one shining light right now from Marist. That's her third three. That'll give her 11. Lauren Beach left open for three. She'll dish it out to Herder at the top of the key. Back up top, Anderson swings, Beach. Cross quarter, intercepted by Escanilius. They finally got a read on that one. She'll pull and score. Sorry, Corsentino. Julia Corsentino, nice awareness right there on the pass and a good finish on the other end. Makes it 91-35, Fairfield leading 8 minutes to go. Anderson, nice cut through. Finishes with the left, right through.
Open. 2 points away from 40 piece.
40 bomb at Mahoney from Megan Anderson would be a great way to cap this one off, as that one's tossed out away. Escanilius couldn't find anybody home in the paint. Julia Carpel is into the game for the Stags, getting her first minutes of the night, and Megan Anderson, with a round of applause, heads to the bench, and what will most likely cap her night. A fantastic outing.
Stags are cheering her on. The student section begged for her to come back in as she is waiting to be subbed.
Jillian Herder off the corner pass, can't get it to go. Pittock will pick it up and push the pace. Carpentino inside and intercepted and taken away by Herder. Herder into the corner. Carpel can't find the triple. Lamro flying in for the offensive rebound. Curls around and is fouled before the shot.
Anderson will check back in here as the student section was begging for her to be subbed back in to get that 40 piece. She takes Beach's spot in this lineup here. See what she can do.
I'm surprised, to be honest. Yeah. I'm surprised, 93-35 running them out there, but you kind of saw this kind of never give in mentality when they played Quinnipiac. Mm-hmm. They were down 13. They were still fouling. 30 seconds, which you might get some sour reactions from that. But this team truly does not give up. Here they come, 3-on-1. Lamro poked from behind. She'll have to reset, save herself. Does a spin, puts it up. Megan Anderson on the putback, no good.
Lamro's so good at dribbling in those tight spots.
Transition three won't go. And yeah, you speak about Lamro, the tight dribbling. It's just a really good job of working through this defense as Anderson spins, pulls, can't get it to go, back up and in. No! Good for Anderson.
The whole bench going crazy, thought that was it.
On the other end, Taro can't get it to go. And on the putback, they'll draw a foul.
I feel bad saying this, but it's a rough piece of basketball from both sides. A little rare couple of misses there from Megan Anderson. So we had a little bit of a drought. Fairfield their last 6. And also Marist, on the other hand, three turnovers in the last 2 minutes. A little bit of a scoring drought as well, as Marist tries to crawl back a little bit in this lead with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do, but I think at this point for Fairfield, you get in such a comfortable lead, you're going to start taking some comfortable shots. You might settle for some stuff, because the last 2 shots we've seen from Anderson, you probably wouldn't have seen at the start of the game, because she's 14 of 19 currently, but started 10 of 10. So, there's truly great shot selection, great passing tonight. This team has done such a good job on the passing side of things. I'm sure it was the point of emphasis in practice, but these cross-court passes into the corner have been money as Anderson steps through and gets the finish. That's 40 points for Megan Anderson.
Nice. She's had a career night tonight, extending it to 95-36.
Just an unbelievable night of basketball. The former Stag, Carly Fisher, trying to get by Anderson and get herself a bucket. That one poked free and out of bounds. Marist ball as Megan Anderson heads to the bench with 40 points to her name. Wow. That is a program record for Fairfield tonight.
Amazing.
truly just such a great display of basketball tonight. I mean, that first half just wasn't missing. Carpel, long three.
Ooh.
She's got it. Oh, bench loves it. 98-36.
Bench on their feet, trying to get that triple-digit mark.
Yeah,
5 minutes to go.
You know they're eyeing it here with halfway to go in the fourth. If you're the Foxes, you just have to, push the pace for yourself, right? The game's over, but, can you win the last 5 minutes, right?
Right.
Back up and in on the offensive rebound.
I mean, like you were saying a little earlier, Kyle, on the broadcast, drop 100 points on a fellow MAC opponent. This is something you might see early on the season against a non-conference opponent. It's maybe not the same level. To do this in the MAC is impressive as they make it 101. Wow. Campbell.
Allie Campbell, another Stag hitting from beyond the arc. And like you said, yep, the Stags have entered triple digits now. Fisher in the paint, working on Campbell. Campbell's got a hand all over it, and that's a jump ball.
Alternating possession, Marist ball.
Fairfield will play against Iona next time they are out this Saturday. As Iona currently sits number 6 in the standings, right near Marist, who sits at number 8 currently. Iona just about that 500 mark.
We got 4 minutes left to play. We're heading one more time out here. We will be back to put a cap on this legendary program-breaking Fairfield game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the final 4 minutes in just a few. We are back in the fourth quarter. Fairfield has broken the century mark here, 101-38. Megan Anderson with a program record 40 points. Looking around the MAC, what have we seen today, Nolan? What are we looking at?
Yeah, it's been an interesting MAC slate this Thursday night. Quinnipiac with a 73-55 win over the Canisius Golden Griffiths, extending their perfect MAC record to 14-0. And Fairfield's doing a strong campaign themselves, winning a game, keeping that gap close. As well in the MAC, their future opponent this weekend, Iona, unfortunate loss, 63-62 in a close one. That is it from the rest of the MAC tonight.
Carcentino drawing a foul to the basket, and yeah, this is going to get some eyes open on the MAC. Obviously, when Fairfield lost to Quinnipiac, you might ask the question like, ooh, like is this, is this changing of the guard here? Quinnipiac taking that 1 seed, but you got to remember that this happened last year at the end of the season. Quinnipiac beat Fairfield in the regular season, and then of course Fairfield beat them in the playoffs. So I think, if anything, that loss might have motivated them further. And it's really showing off in a game here tonight, defending home court. Marist, both free throws put them to 40 as the Stags roll out with Gregory, Campbell, Carpel up top. They'll swing it around. And yeah, we got no starters on the floor. The Stags doing a full bench here as we get ball on the floor, jump ball. Might take a look at that one. I'm not quite sure if we got a jump ball there, if that's coming back. That'll send us to a quick timeout. 4 minutes to go. Again, Stags here, just absolutely dominant performance. 24 turnovers tonight, forced from Marist. And out of those turnovers, doing a great job at creating points. You know, this is a team you just got to see. If you ever get the chance, if you're in the area, swing by, support this team because they play such good basketball, and they do a good job at controlling tempo, right? You know, it's hard to tell you by audio, right, by radio, but when you watch this team play, there's just like such purpose in the way they pass and the way they play, and you see it even from the bench, right, which is how you know this is, in practice, this is the system, this is what Carly and all the assistant coaches have put together, because this team, regardless of who's out there, really does the same values. You know, they really play that same level of basketball, that same brand, even when they're up 61.
Right, I mean, they do a great job. I mean, we've gotten a lot of national attention here in Fairfield. Little ESPNU documentary about the team soon to come out. And also, this year, when scoring 80-plus points there, they will be 11-0, unless some crazy stuff happens the last 356. I mean, like you were saying, it's a great basketball culture here in Fairfield. Absolutely beautiful arena, arguably the best in mid-major basketball, as said by a lot of news outlets. I mean, we are so lucky to have such a great basketball country here in Fairfield, especially for this great women's program, as kind of end this game out here. Thank you again to all of our viewers, the three of you listening, sticking with us in this massive victory. To hear me and Kyle call this game, it's been an honor calling this game tonight. I love calling basketball, such a great sport. This Fairfield kind of comes out of the timeout here with the whole fresh lineup of freshmen, seeing what they can do in the last 4 minutes here.
Yeah, 4 minutes to go here, giving new looks to some new faces. I like to see it from the Stags. I'm truly surprised we didn't see it earlier. Yusin checking in, 6'1", from Istanbul, Turkey. She'll get her first few minutes of action, as well as Christina Pham coming back out there, met by Gregory and Carpel. It's Stags ball underneath the basket as they look to put a cap on a program-breaking night.
Little fan cam going on for the few that are still left here with us. Had a great crowd earlier. Cheerleaders still dancing, still getting hype in here as we finish out what has been a great game.
Can't ask for a better game. Yeah. Seriously, I mean, this was off the jump. I've never seen this team click so fast and continue that momentum, especially in the third quarter. That was impressive to come out of halftime with that same energy. As these bench players, they're going to look for a chance to show what they can do. That one's passed in the corner, and a strong three is no good from Yusin.
Yusin coming all the way over from Turkey is one of Fairfield's many international stars they've recruited this year.
Yeah, and they do a good job recruiting. You know, this team rarely misses, the people that they find, that they bring in. Great job developing, and a lot of Stags stay, right? In an ever-changing college basketball environment with transfer portals and, athletes being able to move around so freely. A lot of the Stags stay on the women's team. They choose to stay. They like the culture, and it clearly shows because year after year, these women choose to stay and play for Coach Carly, and does a good job of work. Allie Campbell, teammate, former Fisher. Gregory launches a long three and puts it in.
In her own hands, decides to pull the trigger. She extends it to 104 on the night.
Gregory, 7 rebounds tonight, 4 assists, 5 of them offensive rebounds. And again, being the small player on the floor, that is just ridiculous efficiency. As Bretonis has an answer. Gregory 3, she's got one of her own. Looking to trade another 3 was Houston. She can't get that. Looking to get herself on the board. It's Bretonis. She's turned herself into the leading scorer of the night for Marist. Drives in, kicks it out to the corner. That three-pointer, way too strong. Gregory takes the rebound. 2 minutes to go. Fairfield up 104-43. Christina Pham from the wing puts it in.
Wow. I mean, no mercy here from Fairfield.
Yeah, absolutely not. This team is never going to stop that intensity, regardless of who's on the floor. A hook shot layup won't go, tipped out of bounds by Corsentino, and the Stags will take possession.
We'll kind of take a look at the rest of the schedule here for the Stags. Other than Iona this Saturday, they'll finish out Mount St. Mary's, then at Quinnipiac on Valentine's Day, like you were saying, Kyle. St. Peter's, then at Siena, and then finishing with a hometown rivalry game against Sacred Heart going into March. And it's crucial that they finish out strong as MAC Championship in Atlantic City. Kyle will be traveling. We'll get to hear his beautiful voice on the broadcast a couple of times. It'll be great.
Yeah, always a pleasure to cover this team here. Had a great job last year. Nice play by Carly Fisher on the baseline. 2 hands on the steal. And she'll reset the offense for Marist. Marist keeping their starters for the most part out here. Trying to get the last bucket of the night. Carly Fisher spins and scores. Gets herself on the board for the first time tonight in her old playing grounds. Carpel swings to Campbell.
It was great. Carly Fisher got a lot of great respect before the game, giving her the championship ring. It's great to see the positive culture. Even though she left for another school, still get that love from the Fairfield community is awesome to see.
Campbell draws a foul to the basket. Head to the line for 2. And yeah, these Fairfield sports, they're, as much as they are separate in their own respective, athletics, they do come together, support each other a lot. We've seen them out here at plenty of games, actually. They come out supporting that student section, cheering each other on. And, seeing that connection together, it just brings everyone together even more. It creates that school pride, makes you want to win. And that is something that this team does very well. As both free throws are in, Stags 109, Marist 45. Corsentino driving and finishing. Nice roll right there. It'll be an and-one attempt. Julia Corsentino.
Let's give Fairfield a 9-1 record at home this year inside Leo de Mahoney.
Yeah, they protect the Leo well. Not many teams can come in here and take a game, but not many teams, come in here and get stifled like this.
Yep.
She'll complete the three-point play, and the Stags, one more go at it here. See if we can get someone on the board here. We got to take a look at it after the game, but we're probably at least double-digit Stags on the board, if not double-digit Stags with a 3 tonight. I mean, arid pass there, 10 to shoot. Gregory in the paint, passes inside. Layup is no good. And they will dribble this one out as the Stags put a cap on a 109-48 victory.
Wow. I mean, this is exactly the type of game you wanted to see. The response of last week against Quinnipiac. Strong victory. I mean, the 3 was the key to the whole game. I mean, Megan Anderson raining it in from behind the arc. It was like watching a rainstorm from up here. So many threes. It was awesome.
8 different Stags were able to put in a three-pointer tonight, but none more than Megan Anderson. 8 of 10 from beyond the arc. 40 points. That's a program record, and it's a career high as Megan Anderson embraced by her teammates. The crowd loves it. Just a beautiful display of basketball tonight.
I know, it's been an honor to call these games with you, Kyle, as we close out here our senior night, 109-48. The Stags are happy at center court celebrating. It's what you love to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight's
From everyone here at WVOF, I'm Kyle Scannell alongside Nolan Heffelfinger. It's been an honor as always. We'll be back on Saturday against Iona. We'll hopefully see you there. Go Stags. Have a great rest of your Thursday afternoon.